What is up, beautiful people of Sunday? Today, like always, I want to do a weekly where we can basically have a little bit of a chat together, have a little bit of premiere, have a little bit of fun, and discuss something very cool. I'm going to get myself a little bit comfortable for today because today we're going to be looking at Black Suit by Super Junior. Damn, that also sounds like a really weird group, Black Junior. Point is, I want to look at this video. For some reason, it seems like there is no official one, but at least it's not uploaded by an official maker. So I don't know if it really exists. I found a video that's 5 minutes long, very short, but I am very curious still how this video is made. I thought it was a very interesting video. I think how they did it with the slow motion, all the weird effects. I thought it was really cool to look at. On the other side, I also want to give you a very quick update on the situation with my internet and live streaming. So we did find out there is an issue still with my internet. They're currently working on it on the street. I think this was Friday or so literally 2-3 days ago. They went down and they were looking at the wires and there is an issue with it. It's still not connected properly and they are working on it. That's at least good. I saw the people there. That's amazing. And another thing that some people wrote me, they're like, so if you go live stream, are you going to do it on YouTube or are you going to do it on Twitch? Now, I want to avoid Twitch as much as possible. I only want to use one platform if I can. However, for all the people who are new, the big problem with Twitch is that, with YouTube, is that when you go live stream and you play any type of music, even if it's just a millisecond of it, the algorithm picks it up and there's a big chance of your video being closed down. So I decided to do the following. If it's not heavy music related, I'm going to keep on streaming on YouTube. If it is something like we're going to review something together, we're going to look at something all together, and we want to be all together without being, taken down or anything, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. That's the only way how I can keep this as active as possible without being taken down. And the problem is, even if you do it without sound, you can still get to be taken down, which is just super frustrating. So even the videos have an algorithm to take down the system. I don't know how it works, but it does work like that, which is a completely crazy thing. Anyway, like I say, thank you very much for all the people who supported it. We made it to 1,500 subscribers. I think that's amazing. I actually didn't think I would do this, especially near my birthday. I think it's a great, great present. And I just want to say thank you very much for that. On the other hand, guys, if you do have any suggestions of what you want me to review next, then yeah, like always, put it in the comments below. I'm still sorting out a lot of your guys' comments because I did some videos that are new that people didn't recommend, but they were part of the poll. These were not recommendations. These are ones that I wanted to look at myself as well. And like always, if you do have any videos you want me to look at, put them down below. That's the best way for me to find out. And if you haven't yet, please make sure you hit the like button already. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're part of the community that's slowly growing. On the other hand, also Discord is down below. We're also growing there a little bit, and also on Patreon, where I do want to make more exclusive content. It's for now a weekly exclusive video, and I don't have a date set yet. Like first time it was Wednesday, then it was Monday. I think Wednesday is a nice middle day. What do you guys think for people on Patreon? I think this is a good day for it, So we have Tuesday's videos, Wednesday exclusive, Thursday video, and then we have a weekly on YouTube, all together where we can talk nicely with one another. I think this is going to be the perfect way of doing it. I would just say, let's just not waste any more time. Let's jump right into the making of Black Suit. I think this is the proper making of. Like I said, I cannot find an official video, but it seems like someone did film like a TV episode, which sounds really weird in all honesty. It sounds really awkward, but that's how it is done sometimes. If it's not official, but it is premiered on a TV, great. I would say let's just jump into it. And like I say, this is done by Set Zone. I don't know where this is and what country. I don't know why, but I have a feeling it's like Indonesia. If I see the text, I might be completely wrong, but let's just see what it is. And I'm really curious what it has to offer. I'm really curious how they did some of the effects. Really cool. Very nice color combination. I think yellow and black is just fantastic. It looks really cool. It reminds me a little bit of NCT 127 and Kick It. The theme with black and yellow, I think it looks great. I mean, we all know this song by Wiz Khalifa. I think it's also called Black and Yellow. I think there they really messed it up. I think it didn't capture the beauty of the color combinations, and this is a great combo. If anyone is interested, I have a bit of a cold, but Nice. So we do actually see some equipment. Again, a beautiful crane, and then they have the lifted suit in the background, and it looks beautiful with the entire black background. Fantastic. I'm sorry, there is no translation to it. At least I already looked for it, but there is just none. So again, I don't know what language is this. If you know what language it is, I think I may be completely wrong. I think it's Indonesian. I might be completely wrong though, but just tell me if you do know. I'm curious to know about that. It's so tough when you cannot understand what they're saying. But in most cases, all these videos are more or less similar. So I think they're just talking about Black Suit, that they're filming it today, a little bit about the concept, which I cannot understand fully. But if you do understand it, put it down below as well in the comments or in the chat. Either or, it would be nice to know. Wait, can we actually force subtitles? Subtitles. Let me have a Korean auto-generated. Can we do something else? Come on. No. So you only have Korean subtitles. Sorry, guys. And if you speak Korean and you know what they're talking about, you already know what they're talking about. Very nice acting, by the way, that we see here. Like, let's go back again. Where was it? Wait, what? Where was it? It's hard that you cannot see with the subtitles where it is, but that moment where he was pointing as if he was part of the... Okay, now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna go. Okay. I have to be very quick. Okay. Not here. This moment, I think it looks so real. Like, have anyone of you been at an auction house before? This is how similar it looks. There's really just someone that is pointing at you saying, you want it, you say your price, you get it. Or, you know, if you go against each other. And I don't even know if they were acting there yet. Maybe something else happened and he's like, you're terrible. I think this is a photo shoot. Beautiful colors again. I think colors are so important, and I think it's the toughest job to set this up. It's not the filming, it's not the photography that's difficult. It's always just getting to the concept of an idea. I don't know when this was. It was a little bit of a while ago, but I was doing a project and someone told me, like, how long did it take you to make it? And I said, look, editing for this video, it was only like a 10-minute video. Editing was around approximately 40 hours, which is still okay. But setting up the location just took so much more time. It just took so much more time to get things organized, to get the concept correct, to get, you know, the flow correct. So much effort is put into these elements. And once it comes to filming, you know, it is already just get-go. You know, things can go wrong, things can go good. But just even setting up something like this, to get a concept of, hey, let's put some boxes there, let's make it simple, to make sure that the colors are correct, it's just very important. I'm just a little bit irritated though that I cannot understand what they're saying. Like literally, they're always going to be in this corner here most likely and talk about the video. That would be amazing. But it would be cool if I can also get a little bit of an understanding about it. Okay. Very nice, actually, what they did here with the fog as well in the room. Again, these elements you don't really pick up in the video, but there are two types of fog. So you have a fog machine where the fog goes up because the material, the what do you call it? The stuff that the fog is made out of, the liquid, it raises. But then you also have a haze machine where the fog becomes thicker and it gets lower. So there are two different types of fogs. You can really control how high and how low you want your fog depending on what type of machine you use and also what type of liquid you use. I think it's a really interesting science that they have here, but just for anyone who is interested about it. But if you want a lower, let me pause it again. If you want to have a lower fog, it's a haze machine. If you want a higher fog, it's a fog machine. And just that's how you call it. The ones that you also see in a club or in a small party. Air always goes up, or the fog always goes up. Thank you. This is a completely different music video, isn't it? Isn't it? What music video is this? No, I don't remember this. Or is it? They're all so old. I mean, I don't want to say like super old or anything, but it's just amazing to see that this is a group that have seen everything from the start of K-pop till where they are now. You know, it's I think an amazing ride to be part of it. I think it's going to be a very fun ride as well. And I think they can, if they can stick together. Damn, that was a bit of a tongue twister. It will be nice as well, you know, to see how it also evolves into the next thing. We don't see too much of the equipment, but I must say I love the location. Again, I think they did this in a hotel room or something, you know, where they have this already built up. This is another a set or anything. If it is a set, that will be amazing because it just looks super real. But I just know from seeing the 3D dimensions, sets never use like 3D walls or anything. That is never the case. It's just too expensive to produce because these are the same elements that you would produce, for example, in a proper location, in a hotel, casino, or anything. So it's super nice that we see this, and I really must say I love the atmosphere. Nice dark atmosphere, the nice red oaky color walls, the white lines, you know, for the contrasting colors. The lighting is nice and dim in the background. You got these little spotlights, as you can see here. Really, really nice. Very simple, but looks very, very elegant. It's very all symmetrical. That's the word. You know, everything is nice no matter where you look from it. It all looks the same. Very nice. Not very not distracting at all. I just want to say, whoever made this video, and I cannot really say, but to me this is very disturbing that they have... Like, I love the dancing, by the way. I just think it's very disturbing that they have two videos playing at the same time. It would be nicer, in my opinion, if they just played one and then skipped between the other ones all the time, because it's easier to focus on it. Like, I know we're both looking at the same thing, but like from two different angles. But for behind the stage videos, I think this is a little bit distracting. But you know, it is what it is. If we only have this video, we have to do what we have with it. You can just see all the equipment, you know, that they use in these locations. If anything, you know, it's a massive workout. Like, this is not everything that you see here, but you can see that a lot of things is put into crates, a lot of things is put in. It's just bulky and heavy. And I've been in this once shoot for a series production in Germany, and I was only there behind the scenes, and they only wanted to fly the drone, or I was there to fly the drone. It was a really fun time, very simple. A lot of waiting time again, like I said last week already. A lot of these productions, a lot of the times you're just waiting for things to happen, you know, things to roll out, because you have just this thing that needs to follow through, a timeline. But I just wanted to say that the amount of equipment that people bring with, sometimes it's way too much, but it's always better to bring everything rather than partly, because just in case you need something, it's there. And it's also in most cases, it's quite heavy. It's bulky, like I say, big boxes. Yo, this is a... What did he actually do? Oh, he slipped, okay. Wait a second, so we saw a little bit more here. I know it's a little bit off topic, but here we see a bit of a set, I can imagine. Here we have a massive diffuser, or a light diffuser, if I can imagine it. Or this is the room itself. I cannot really say, because all I see is shadow. But that's how sets are set up, you know? Wall, wall, wall. That's it. That's all you can imagine on sets. Nothing more, nothing less. It's quite simple. The idea what goes into it, again, is completely different, but that's what a set is. It's nothing more than just cubicles set up into certain different looks and styles. So this is basically the scene where they slow down everything. I can really imagine this is how it happened actually, you know, that to get these very fast movements slowed down, you really just have to be hectic. Because if you act normal, the slow-mo footage will look even more slow than what it actually is. So you really have to be completely crazy. I like what they did here though, you know, really just being hectic on the set. That's good. And it was only for this set, but it looks fantastic. I think they did a good job here. I went, what? My English today is not the best for some reason, but it's always great as well just to have some of these monitors lying around, you know, that people can look at the footage that is filmed. Again, you can see that a lot is filmed with a gimbal here that is being held in the background. It's amazing though that they don't use a wireless HDMI receiver because I think cables are so annoying. You know, it only takes one person to trip over the cable and then the entire thing breaks down, breaks a camera, breaks a monitor, breaks a battery. Things cost money, you know. Like either you tape the cable here to the floor, like tape it, you know, put some tape over it, some thick tape, or use wireless. I think this is a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit dangerous. Oh, that was that moment where I thought this was not one of the members of Super Junior. Again, you know, things like this you learn. Like, you don't know all the members. You think, like, why is he under the chair? I think the reason why I actually thought he was not part of the members is actually that he got such a small little section in here, you know, for the first part of the video where I'm like, oh, they really skipped over this person really quick. This must mean that he's not that important. Normally more important characters tend to actually have a little bit more time on screen, you know, just not just a second, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, just to show that, hey, they are part of the production, part of the group. Very nice though.
안녕하세요, 신동입니다. 그리고 저는 오늘 역할은 굉장한 부자 역할입니다. 아주 잘 어울리죠? 여러분들 재밌게 봐주시고요. 오랜만에
He's a bit big, no, for a K-pop star. Like, I don't know any K-pop stars that are a bit bulky, if I can say so. It's something I didn't pick up yet.
응원해 주시길 바라겠습니다. 재밌게 보세요.
I want to say something, by the way. This is maybe just me, but if someone gets a prop as this jacket, you know, you just feel like a boss. These jackets are cool. They make you look cool. You can see just this attitude, you know, when he puts it on, starts walking, he's like, now it's my turn to shine. I think it's super cool that you can see this as well in the making of the video. I think this is just like, this is humans, you know, you give them a crown, they act like a king. It's something like that. It's nice though. Let's imagine how small these cubicles actually are. And, you know, I actually thought, first of all, that this would be a proper set, like a real room, you know, in a house, because the windows and everything, it just looks great. They really look realistic. But it just shows that all these elements are just ready to be picked up from a shelf and being thrown into a room and set up a location. You know, location, let me just say it like that. But it looks great. This looks 1,000 times better still than just a black screen behind it, a black wall, a colored wall, a piece of cloth. I think they put a lot of effort into this small room because it actually sold to me that at least I thought it was a real room. Looks great. Again, you can see why they put a chair here, just because of the perspective. The room will still be in frame, but because he's sitting a little bit forward, he will be completely into the face of the camera. This would not be possible. It's very hard actually to film in small rooms like this in real locations. You cannot really force perspective anything in a camera, but like this, you have as much space to go backwards and to put the actors as much forward as possible, making the room look very small, or whatever you want to do with it. I think it's a great little add-on to add to this video. You see, you would never get this entire look that we see here on the frame by filming inside the room. You don't have lenses without distortion, you know, without a proper fisheye that will make it look as clean as this. So in most cases, if you do see a scene like this, and in all honesty, I should have seen it myself. If you see a scene like this and you can see that the entire set is in perfect state, so no bending, everything is straight as we can see it here, it basically means that it's filmed in a studio. Yeah. Great. Damn, I feel like a fool that I even thought this was like a real house, but no, it isn't. But hey, everyone makes mistakes. So that was actually it. And let me just say something. I want to cancel that. So I just want to say that I think it's, from a making of video, I think it's not really the highest standards. You can see that they were not really following a flow here. I felt a little bit confused about it. Maybe that's because I just didn't understand the language. You know, the language barrier was in this video, but we still saw some insights, you know, of what the video was actually about. I mean, you can really see that there was a lot of chaos there. A lot of things were not going according to plan. Like, I think a lot of these things would have to be spontaneous, just due to the nature of the shots. Everything had to be slowed down at the end. Everything had to look a bit hectic. And also the entire scene or the entire video should look a bit like a party. You know, it should look a little bit like a fun time. And I must say, these kind of productions, I think will give you a headache at the end of the day. You can see that the members, the dancers, they have a lot of fun. But for the people who need to film it, edit this all together, I don't know how they pulled off a video that looks so good at the end, but it did look good. You know, it did look amazing still. And it shows that, you know, hats off to the people who edit this stuff together. Hats off to the people that know how to actually film, how to direct, how to get the right angles, the right elements for a video to be completed. It just looks super, super good. And that's all I had to say to it, actually. Like, you know, sometimes behind the scenes, it can be as chaotic as it can be, but at the end of the day, it can still be very good as an end product. And as we saw with Black Suit, I thought it was a very good video. I really enjoyed it. And if, again, like I said, if you see the behind the scenes, very hectic, but they did something good with it still. It's all about filming, doing. And at the end of the day, you will have enough material to butter yourself something beautiful together. You know, it's like a sandwich. If you have a sandwich, the more materials you have, the more things you can put on your sandwich, the better you can make your sandwich. You know, a sandwich with just a sandwich bread, it's okay, you know, but it's not as good as if you had chicken, the salad, the tomato, the mayonnaise. And the more you get, the more options you have, the more you can play around with your sandwich to make the perfect sandwich. I don't know why, but I think I'm actually very hungry. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this I think was from the making of videos, I think it was very hectic. I don't know. Again, I would love to know the country who made this. It seems like I've seen these type of videos before, but I can surely say that something, you know, Asia, lower Asias, I would say, like Indonesian, I can imagine. It doesn't even matter who the country was who made it. I just think they need to learn a little bit how to edit again, because it was just jumping around a little bit too much for me. And, you know, if anything, I thought this was more annoying than actually seeing the making of. I thought the making of was fantastic. You know, you can see it was hectic, but this was like it was just trying too hard to edit something together. They should have just kept it simple, easier to follow, as we see with all the other K-pop videos, and you can actually learn something from it. This was just a little bit too distracting. So if you did notice that I didn't say too much, it's because it's just hard to focus on some things. But from what we saw here, it's just the usual with K-pop videos, and it was really fun still, you know, to see some behind the scenes and how things were done. Like, I even learned something new, you know, with studio setups. That's how you learn in life. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. Like I said, we are gonna get the internet going soon. Once we do, we can live stream, we can have a good time all together, and we can actually kick off this party without premiering too much anymore. We can just do weekly live streams instead, and do it like this. I think this will be much more fun. And I thank you very much again for the 1,500 subscribers. I think it's just great to see the community grow, and it's also great to see you guys interact with one another. You know, lately I'm also just reading through the comments, and you guys are writing amongst each other. Fantastic. You know, this was exactly what I was aiming for, and this is also something that I just want to have a good time with. and you guys make it so much better. So thank you very much again to everyone. Thank you to all the Patreons. Thank you for everyone who joined Discord. Again, if you haven't, make sure to check out the Discord. We're slowly growing there, not as heavy as Patreon, I must say, but we're getting there as well, and a lot of you guys are writing me there as well with a lot of suggestions, which I think is just fantastic. And let's keep that as a central hub, I would say. So either write me on Discord as a main central hub, or write me on Patreon. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. And like I said, if you did enjoy, hit that sub button, hit that like button, and make sure to be there on my next video. Thank you guys, and have a good Sunday.